Financially, you've done it right all your life. You've paid your bills, you've paid your taxes, you've saved and invested for the future, and you've done well. But market dips have done some damage, and lately, you have your doubts about our government's policies. How will you maintain your lifestyle, your health, and your personal freedoms that you cherish? Welcome to Wealth Guardians with Doug Ray, where it's all about the health, wealth, and freedom you need to live life your way all the way. Stand by for strategies you can use to turn your retirement dreams into reality. Now here's the host of Wealth Guardians, Doug Ray.
Well, good morning. My name's Doug Ray. This is the Wealth Guardian Show, and it's official. As of yesterday, the government's changed the rules for claiming your Social Security benefits. How's it going to impact you and your retirement? Today, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what you lost yesterday. We're also going to talk about what is still available. Is it completely over? Not by a long shot. There's still things that can be done. But first, let me go ahead and just give a shout out and a thank you to all of our servicemen and women who are overseas in harm's way, and even the folks here back at home. Thank you for your service, your sacrifices. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. Well, the time is up for one strategy. You know, as of April 29th, the rules for claiming a Social Security strategy has changed probably forever. I don't know if we'll ever get it back. And it has literally robbed seniors of tens of thousands of dollars of Social Security benefits, and who it has impacted most is, in my opinion, the widows, because as we all know, in Social Security, the surviving spouse gets the higher of the two benefits, and in our society, that most normally is the widow. And I think it's obviously just one of those situations where they didn't think about the unintended consequences of a change. So, while most seniors have taken their benefits at face value, most of you go out and file before full retirement age, there's been a lot of you who's listened to this show, who's listened to Casey and I over the years, and have come in and taken advantage of this benefit. And the smart and savvy few who did it found it very, very lucrative. I mean, we have found hundreds of thousands of dollars more for retirees. So it's gone now. And what do the new rules mean? Are you still ways to benefit from Social Security? Are there still strategies out there? Well, the short answer is absolutely yes, there is. And have you ever wondered when and how you should take your benefits? Well, we're going to try to help you solve that problem. But let's dig deeper, and I want to go into what actually changed. What changed is the file and suspend with a restricted application rule. You say, whoa, Doug, that's a whole lot of mumbo-jumbo. I don't understand that at all. Yeah, I know, it is a whole lot of mumbo-jumbo, but that's government, right? So let me kind of give this rule to you in a case study. And this case study I frequently do in my workshops. And by the way, let me tell you more about the workshop coming up in May in just a bit. So stand by for that. So let's take Bob and Mary. They're both 66, full retirement age. Bob's benefit, his full retirement age benefit, is $2,000 a month. And Mary's full retirement age benefit is $800. Not as much, because she took time out of the workforce to raise a family, which is very typical in our society. So under the old rule, at full retirement age, for them was 66, what they could have done is Bob, who was the higher income earner of the two, could have filed and suspended with a restricted application his benefit. And what does that mean? That means he files, but he suspends his benefit at the same time, restricting his application. That means he's not getting any money. It's still earning those delayed credits as long as it's suspended. But what it did do by that file and suspend process, it allowed Mary to come back around and file off of his application for a spousal benefit. Now remember, Bob had a $2,000 a month full retirement age benefit. Mary had an $800 a month full retirement age benefit. Now she's able to collect a spousal benefit which is equal to 50% of his. So she could get $1,000 a month. Now this couple has $1,000 of spousal benefit coming in the door every single month, while both of their benefits, both of their work record benefits are still growing and getting those 8% per year delayed credits plus any cost of living adjustments. When they turn 70, they both file for their own benefits. Mary goes off the spousal benefit and now picks up her own work record benefit, which has grown to $1,056 from $800, and Bob picks up his, which has grown from $2,640 to $2,000. This simple strategy, in every single case I ever did for folks here in the Triad, has gotten people at least an extra $50,000 in Social Security benefits. But it's gone. Probably never to return. But like I said a moment ago, there's still other things that you can do. And there's strategies out there that will get you extra Social Security benefits. Not quite as lucrative as the one that we just talked about, but it's certainly a whole lot better than just filing at 62 or even just delaying taking Social Security as long as you can. Now, if you just joined us, this is Doug Ray with the Wealth Guardians radio show on 94.5 WPTI. We're talking about what happened yesterday and the changes in Social Security. I want to bring your attention to something. Coming up, May the 24th and 26th, I'm having another Social Security workshop because all is not lost. There's still opportunity out there. There's still plenty of you who can benefit from the strategies that are left to us. I'm going to talk about one in a moment that is available to everybody who was at least 62 years of age or older January 1st. You have this strategy available till the year 2019, and at that time it goes away too. So, again, May the 24th and 26th at 6:30 out at the Broyhill Conference Center in Clemens, I'm going to have another one of our Social Security workshops. Now, I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit for you. For the first 5 callers today who call to register for that benefit, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mail you from Ed Slott the directory of IRA benefits for seniors. It's a beautiful, laminated, coded sheet that has lots of details on IRAs and 401ks. For example, people always ask me, well, I know when I turn 70 and a half, I've got to take a distribution from my IRA. But how much is that? This sheet will tell you the rule, and it will go age by age and show you exactly how much you have to take out. Plus, it's got other really great information in there in terms of, converting to a Roth, saving tax dollars and things like that. So the first 5 people today to call and register for the May 24th or 26th workshop, I will send you this laminated IRA detail sheet from Ed Slott. Now, it's Saturday. Nobody's at the office, but I still want you to call 336-391-3409 and leave us your name, your contact information, and Joy will call you on Monday and get you signed up and also get your address so we can send you this IRA information detail sheet. 336-391-3409, the first 5 people to call and register for the May 24th and 26th workshop, we will send this directly to you. All right, so what else is left in all this Social Security filing and strategies and so forth? Well, believe it or not, there is still quite a bit you can do, especially if you blend your Social Security benefits into a detailed, tax-efficient retirement income plan. I mean, think about it for a minute. Have you really sat down and thought, how are you going to draw a retirement income? How are you going to recreate a pension? How are you going to recreate your work paycheck? That's what you're doing in a retirement plan. And when you turn Social Security on, if you think about it, that's exactly what you're doing. But you know what I've seen so much of is people, they just haphazardly take withdrawals. You know, they take their Social Security benefit when they turn 62, and because they think they have to, because they think that if they don't get it then, they may never get it because somebody's told them Social Security is running out of money. Please don't do that. If you are 55 and older today, you're going to pretty much get your benefit the way it is described to you. Changes are going to come. They're going to have to come. But when it comes, it's going to affect a younger age cohort than you are. So don't file for your benefit at 62 unless you need it. Now, that's a whole different story. If you need it, then go get it because you earned it. But don't file for it because you're afraid it's going to run out of money. It's just simply not going to do that. You know, I don't have enough time left in this segment to get into some of the strategies that are left. I promise you when we get back, we will. But, you know, one of the things I want to reiterate is some of the case studies that we've done on this radio show and have done for folks. We have literally found an extra $100, $200, even in one case, $250,000 more of extra Social Security benefit over their lifetime. We've also helped folks from making huge Social Security mistakes, like filing early and impacting the earnings test because they continued to work. That's just something you don't want to do because you're taking away a benefit via that earnings test, and it'll take you a long time to get it back. All right, we're going to go away for a little break right now. You're listening to the Wealth Guardians on 94.5 WPTI, the Piedmont's News Talk and Sports Station. And we're back. This is Doug Ray. This is the Wealth Guardian Show. Good morning and welcome in. Today we've been talking about what took place yesterday in terms of the change in how to file for Social Security benefits. And in this segment, I want to go into what's left because there's plenty left. But before I do that, if you just joined us, I wanted to let you know that I'm running a little promo today. We're doing another workshop, another Social Security workshop on May the 24th and the 26th, 6:30 p.m. in the evening, both nights, and it'll be out at my Broy Hill Conference Center. We'll be in the main auditorium there, like we have been in the past. So the promo is this. For the first 5 people who call today to register for that workshop, we're going to send you some great IRA information from Ed Slott. Now, Ed has been known as the preeminent expert on everything to do with IRAs, Roth IRAs, 401ks. He literally is a walking encyclopedia of retirement accounts. It's a beautiful laminate. It's a piece that you can keep as a reference. For example, it goes over the required minimum distribution rules. It goes over the converting to Roth rules. It talks about how much you can deposit into your Roth and your IRA accounts every year. It talks about your 401k, how much you can deposit into that. So it's a great reference tool. And again, I'm going to give that to the first 5 people who call and register for our May 24th and 26th workshop on Social Security. call today. I know it's Saturday. We're not going to be there, but just leave your name and contact information, and Joy will call you on Monday. The number is 336-391-3409. That's 336-391-3409. Okay, let's dig into the meat and potatoes here of what's left. We told you what went away yesterday. That was filing and suspending with a restricted application. So what's left? Well, what we've got left is we've got divorce spousal benefits. They're still there. We've got widowed divorce spousal benefits. They're still there. And we also have another delayed strategy that's going to be available to the year 2019 for all of you who are 62 years of age or older on January 1st of this year, and you haven't filed for benefits yet. So how does that one work? Well, it's a little bit different. And like most government things, it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around. So let me try to describe it to you. So in this situation, let's take a typical American couple where the husband was the breadwinner, had the higher of the two Social Security benefits. And, of course, the wife has a work record, but her benefit is not as high as her husband's. And, again, that's just typical because the wives have taken time out of the workforce to, typically raise the children. So in this situation, what happens is you have the husband who gets a spousal benefit after the wife turns on her own work record benefit. Okay? So let's go back to the example I used in the first segment. We've got Bob and Mary. Bob benefit is $2,000 a month. Mary's is $800 a month. So Mary, in the new strategy, turns on her $800 a month benefit, and Bob can file a spousal benefit off of her. His own work record benefit continues to grow. So Mary's getting $800 because she's already turned hers on. Bob gets $400, half of hers. So now they've got $1,200 of Social Security benefits coming in to the household. When Bob turns 70, he then switches to his own benefit, which has gotten those 8% per year delayed credits, and now it's grown to $2,640 a month. Still a strong strategy. It will get a typical couple at least another, I've seen upwards of almost $100,000 more in Social Security benefits spread out over their lifetime. So it's definitely, we've still got things to work with when it comes to filing for Social Security benefits. So just don't think because yesterday came and went that there's nothing available to you. There are plenty of things available to you. April 29th, that was a big day. That's the day the government changed the rules for claiming your Social Security benefits probably forever. And those rules will likely cost many of you tens of thousands of dollars. What do those rules mean exactly? If you've not started your benefits, are there still ways to get tens of thousands of dollars in additional benefits? The short answer is absolutely. Positively, it's yes. And you're going to learn them. You're going to learn those benefits in a customized Social Security analysis. And we understand. We've been doing this a long time. I know the ins and outs of how to file Social Security benefits. We can help you like we've helped literally hundreds of other Triad area residents. Now, look. If you've got at least $100,000 set aside for retirement, I want you to pick up your phone right now and call and schedule your customized Social Security analysis. Those appointments for May are filling up fast because right on top of that, we've got our workshop coming up as well. So call us now, 336-391-3409. Look, it's quick. It's not going to cost you a penny. and it could mean tens of thousands of more Social Security dollars in your pocket. Additional money later in your retirement will come in very, very handy. I can't tell you how many times I have seen it stretch out a couple's budget, especially in the later years of retirement. So call us at 336-391-3409. You know, that's an excellent point I want to try to get across, is the fact that we are living longer. You know, when I do these Social Security optimizations and these retirement income plans for our clients and you, my goal is to make these plans stretch out to your age 100. Yeah, age 100. So that you don't run out of your standard of living and money. And why do I go to 100? Because we're living so much longer. Now, listen, I know 100 sounds like a long time. In fact, I can't tell you how many times, you know, when I tell somebody this on an initial meeting, the guy will look at me, roll his eyes up. He says, I'll never live to 100. My daddy died at 59. His brother died at 62. I'm not going to make it to 100. So I look at him and I say, okay, did your daddy go to the doctor? No, he never went to the doctor. He was healthy all his life till he died. And I said, do you go to the doctor? Yeah, I go to the doctor. I go every year. And I say to him, are you on a prescription medication? And he says, yeah, I've got one for blood pressure. I said, blood pressure, okay. That mean, is your blood pressure contained? Is it okay? He said, yeah, it's fine. So what did your dad die from? Well, he had a stroke. And I said, okay. You think maybe he had blood pressure problems? Well, we don't know. Could have. All right. So you go to the doctor every year. You're on blood pressure medication. It's controlled. You're in good health. What do you think that's doing for you? And he sits back and he thinks for a minute and goes, it's making me live longer, isn't it? I said, yeah. You know, obviously, when you figure out if you want to do one of these delayed claiming strategies, life expectancy is a big, big part of it. But you just can't go and say, because Dad died at 59, I'm going to live a short life. You just can't do that anymore, because we are taking better care of ourselves. We do have modern medicine working behind the scenes for us. We will live a longer life, and we know this by statistics. I mean, they don't lie. Right now, if you're 65 years of age, and you're a male, you got a real high probability of making it into your 80s. And, you know, hopefully that's going to be a good lifestyle for you. Your wife, the ladies, you got a really high probability of making it into your 90s and even longer. So again, just, you know, don't think that, you know, you need to go ahead and get your Social Security now because you might not live long. Again, I tell you, the typical break-even age for a couple is about 78, 79 years of age. And, you know, you'll find out in my workshop, one of the things that I do is I tell people to determine whether or not you want to do a delayed claiming strategy. I think the first criteria is need. You know, do you need the money? If you got to have this money to make ends meet, then get it. You've earned it. It's yours. But if that's not the case, if you've got some assets to rely on to help bridge you over until you file your benefits, then maybe a delayed claiming strategy is right for you. That's why, you know, when I do these ads to get you to come in and do an optimization report, I put that little caveat in, if you have $100,000 or more set aside, because I do that because what I have experienced is it typically takes $100,000 or more in order to bridge between the time you're 62 and first can file for Social Security until you file with a delayed strategy at a later date. Now, is it worth it? Oh, yeah. It's way worth it. It's way worth it. And the only way you're going to find out is to give us a call at 336-391-3409. Don't forget, first 5 people today to call and register for our May 24th and 26th Social Security workshops are going to get the Ed Slott laminated reference to IRAs and 401ks. 336-391-3409. Call right now. Leave your name and your contact information. We're not there now. It's Saturday, but we will call you on Monday. The first 5 callers to reserve the workshop space will get the Ed Slott reference. Well, thanks a lot. This is Doug Ray. This has been the Wealth Guardian Show, and we'll see you again next week.